am I late? The start time says 2:58. It's 2:58, friends. I feel like chat needs to check their clocks. I don't even know where I am. Oh, shoot. This one. There we go. Hello. Hi. How are you? What's up? We're live. We're live, and now we're also on Kick too. Yay, look at me. I am fantastic. I have solved the world's problems. That's right, me. I'm just kidding. I have solved none. But we're going to complain about problems today because that's what we do. That's what we do here. I am, if I sound out of breath, it's because I was running up and down. The dogs decided that they both needed to go to the bathroom right as I sat down to stream. Did you find the Hawaiian shirts? I did not, unfortunately. What I did find was ample sickness. So I don't know how long I'll last today. I feel like I say this more often than not, but that's because I generally stream finally, eventually, around whenever I get sick. So that's cool. So I don't know, it's just a cold or something. It's nothing big. It's just I feel like poop. So if I lose train of thought more so than normal, I apologize. I apologize to all of you. We do have some little PNG tuber upgrades. As you can see, my mouth actually moves now, as opposed to, you know, what I was doing before. So that's cool. I also fixed my eye. Apparently one eye did not move the way the other one did, so that's cool. That's very cool. What are your thoughts about the Metroid Prime 4 stuff? It's ass. It's ass. It's all ass. Today we're going to talk about a few things. Mic is a tad low. I don't know how to... All right. Crash out moment. I have a $600 industry standard fucking mic. And then I have the piece of shit slur, Go XLR. I want to tell you guys something. I have hated this overpriced $350 box of plastic since the moment that I got it. I had a friend, very close friend, who convinced me into buying it, saying, oh, their products are so great for streaming. They're just so good. They just work. It has never just worked. It has literally never just worked. I hate this fucking box. It is so useless. I bought a $35, $40 fucking mic that's just plug and play. Yes, it picks up me tapping on my desk. But at least it sounds good. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to mess with anything. I am constantly changing and resetting my dumb settings with this stupid Go XLR, and I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate this stupid piece of shit. Go XLR is the biggest fucking scam. Okay, all of their products, whoever makes that shit, I have never been happy with it. It's all ass. Guys, believe it or not, I streamed before I met Beardo. Beardo is not the end-all be-all of all problems. Beardo has nothing to do with this. This was literally something that I've had for a long time, and I hate it. I have tried to learn audio equipment. I'm not very smart with it, but I'm not stupid either, okay? I have built computers. I have solved every single problem that I've ever had, but I can't fix this piece of shit Go XLR. The only cool thing that it does is the fact that I can change the colors of buttons. Guess how long that kept me entertained? 3 minutes. 3 minutes. That's it. And do you know why? Because I try to remove this box from my purview so that way I don't randomly go off on it like I am now. I hate this. I have had so many issues with audios. I hate it so much. $600 fucking mic, $50 mic arm, $20 cable, $400 box that doesn't work. Oh, well, maybe you should just get the mini. No, I don't want to Go XLR anything. The next time that I buy something for this stupid fucking setup, it's not going to be Go XLR. Well, okay, well, then go ahead and have fun trying to get an audio mixer that has a bunch of channels. And then you know what? At least I know that that's what that company does, that they make good quality shit. I understand the big fucking mixers more than I understand this shit. Oh, but the interface is so... It doesn't matter if the interface is simple. Sometimes a simple interface doesn't make a better product. You can have the most beautiful interface in the world and still be a piece of shit product. Oh, but all the major streamers don't set up their own shit. They have managers and they have people and simps who do shit for them. I am a one-woman studio, okay? Nobody tells me how to do anything. I do it. Anyway, you sound fine when you rant. Well, yeah, because I'm screaming at the microphone. Anyway, so I'm sick and not feeling well. I'm a very angry person. Someone needs to make a savvy crash out supercut. Hi, Mom. Hello, son. You're a woman unsubbed. Those are my favorite. You need a harpy screeching filter? I really do. I honestly, I don't know what to do here. If I open up this and I go into filters for this, I can increase my gain a little bit more, but then it's still going to make it sound like ass. It's going to just sound like ass. All right? Supercut 12 hours. What's that stupid DC comment? The Snyder? No, it's not the Snyder. The James Gunn's uncut penis cut thing. I don't know. Whoever did the stupid 5-hour long DC thing. That's the joke. You seem to sound okay now. No, I don't. I really don't. Again, this is me having to scream into my microphone. You guys have no idea how loud I'm actually being. The Snyder cut. There we go. That's what it is. That's the joke. See, I can't even remember memes right now. That's how bad it is. I'm just struggling. Okay. Has anyone seen RAM prices lately? Are they good? Forget My Kid Savvy. Ryan and Savvy would be epic for memes and clips. Are you guys just seeing who... If we could just get anybody else who can match Savvy's toxicity, that's what you guys want. Wow, women aren't funny. That's very true. That's very true. Oh my God. Except I'm actually a very funny person, at least to myself. I think I'm funny to myself, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Oculus, thank you so much for the tippy. Paying up the femboy and hot chalky tax. Yeah, boy. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. I do. I'm back home now. So I won't be perusing the hot chocolate gourmet delivery varieties. However, my husband did alert me into saying that I still have a single packet of grommet hot chalky in the cupboard. He said you might want to check the expiration date, to which I promptly ignored him. So I'll be figuring out how to make my own grommet hot chalky. Very nice. The woman who does the nail salon jokes is hilarious. Ah, yes, I do love those. In the words of Ron Burgundy, boy, that escalated quickly. Yes, it did. Everything did. How's the husband? He's doing all right. He had a really, really bad week last week, but this week seems to be getting better. It is only Monday, though, so of course, that could change. He's only had like 7 meetings so far, which, by the way, another crash out time. So I have spent most of my life doing everything I can to not work in an office. I worked in an office. You can't really call a lab an office, but this is my experience, right? Is your husband single? No, he's not. But don't worry. Through communism and the fact that we're all Russian assets here, we actually have one collective husband. So if you don't have a husband, well, now you do. Congratulations. Anyway, so I have spent most of my life avoiding working in offices, right? So I worked at a parasitology lab while in college. I did some very basic things. By no means was I an incredible specimen to the lab. But, I helped with the blood stuff. I sorted stuff. I did data entry. I worked with microscopes, whatever. Nobody gives a fuck about that part. And then I worked in an office, in a legitimate office for about 2 weeks. That's how long I lasted. The women there would not stop gossiping. I worked at the front desk, but I wasn't really doing front desk things. Like, nobody walked in and said, I have an appointment. That wasn't my kind of front desk. I just sat at the front desk that they had because they thought they were going to have shit like that, but that's not what it was. And basically what I did was I updated the website, I processed some orders, and then eventually, later down the line, that allowed me to run a warehouse. So I have never... parapsychology. No, parasitology. Parasites. I worked with parasites. Not a metaphor for the human beings. I mean like legitimate blood-sucking in your body parasites. Actually, my boss at the time really wanted me to go to Mongolia with him. And this is before the sun allergy. And he was just telling me about how one of his assistants almost died out there. And I'm just thinking, I'd love to go to a lot of places in this world, but I don't think parasite collecting in Mongolia is one of them. My whole work ethic too back then was absolute shit, because I was like, I'm just here for a quick paycheck, and then I want to go play Call of Duty. My early college days, by the way, I got kicked out of college. Jesus Christ, you guys are getting everything now. I got kicked. This is all about offices, by the way. I'm still on point. I got kicked out of university for playing too much Call of Duty, and then I had to appeal, and then I got reinstated. Boy, that was a funny time. My mother wasn't having it. My dad still doesn't know to this day, but he'll know. Actually, he probably knows by now. But basically, I play too much Call of Duty. Anyway, point being, I spent most of my life avoiding the office, right? Only to marry a man who, of course, has an office job, but he works from home. So, I get to see how many meetings he has. Did you know that they have pre-meetings? This isn't hyperbole. I used to make this up because I was like, haha, how funny is this? They have pre-meetings to get everyone on the same page for the actual pre-meeting to prepare for the meeting with NASA. So they have to have 2 sets of meetings because not everybody will collect at the same time. They have to get everyone on the same page. My husband has to be there because he's a lead or whatever. And then he has to spend 3 hours with people, only to spend another 3 hours after that saying the exact same shit over. There's no point. I hate it. I'm 50 and that is still all I want, minus COD. Blasphemous too right there. Yes. Well, obviously you will love COD Black Ops 7. Laughs ass off. Yes, many things have changed since then. This is why I say fuck big bureaucracy. It's a problem regardless of government and business. You would have to pay me a fucking lot to tolerate that shit. Yeah, he complains and stuff, and I, I'm like, look, you can complain to me, you can vent to me, of course, but I'm like, I don't know what realistically I can say to you other than I'm sorry that you're experiencing this. And then he's like, well, what would you do? And I'm like, what I would do would get me fired, but that's just it. Speaking of fired, actually, so. Speaking of FBI and all that shit. So obviously being near DC, I have a lot of friends who do work in DC related things and bureaucracy and politics and whatever. Well, one of the things they work over, they have they have meetings with NASA and whatever, right? So the guy, he goes to his boss and he said, man, dude, I'm feeling really burnt out. Just like with my husband, my friend, he's exhausted. He's like, all the meetings are very soul sucking. For some reason, people want scapegoats instead of actually solving problems. And so he starts this conversation out to his boss saying that he's burnt out, right? Like he doesn't want to fucking work any more than he does. 3 sentences later, his boss asks, hey, how many hours have you been working? And he goes, dude, I've put in my, the standard 40 isn't cutting it. I'm anywhere between 50 and 70 hours a week. Literally, again, keep in mind how the conversation started, that he was burnt out. The guy, his boss tells him, yeah, if you could up those hours. That's what people are dealing with. And these companies, they all have endless amounts of job listings, but they're not hiring anyone. And do you know why? It's because it's all a fucking scam. Every single major company gets a certain amount of bonuses or benefits if they make it look like they're fucking hiring. They're working people to the bone, and people who go to tell their bosses, I'm burnt out, are being told to work more. Yeah, that's fucked up. It's so fucked up. I hate it. I am so glad that I actually stuck to my guns and would have taken homelessness before working in an office, because I would have just been fired. I would have absolutely been fired a dozen times by now. I would have never learned my lesson because there's no lesson to learn. I will not tolerate somebody talking to me like that. Again, money is cool. Money is amazing. Money solves problems. Money's a great thing. There's nothing wrong for doing things just for money. It's totally fine, but I will not be one of those people. I very much so can live within my means. In fact, I know how to make $5 a day work for feeding myself and still maintain decent nutrient values. All right? I will choose poverty before I choose meeting culture. I just can't do it. No fucking way 70 hours? Dude, it's insane. Hug your husband for me, poor guy. Yeah, my husband, my friend, all these dudes are getting overworked. Factory Dan! I'm gonna stream with G&G again soon. Beardo misses you. Why are we bringing up Beardo? He doesn't miss me. He's very happy I'm not around. I've just been super busy, and I wasn't around last week. And actually, it's a good thing that we didn't even bother to try because my connection was clearly shit. But soon. Son, thank you so much. Never work more hours to compensate for lack of staff under any circumstances. I do agree. Yes, exactly. It's very true. Never do that. It's very bad advice. Don't ever. It's bad advice to work more hours. It's good advice to just do what's expected of you and then go home for the day and separate work from normal life. You are not obligated to put in fucking 80 hours to a soul-sucking job where everything's just going to get deleted anyway. What you should do is so here's if you want real life advice, if you're in your 20s, which I'm sure that there's plenty of viewers in their 20s here who watch, I would hope so, if only just to make this advice useful. But I suppose that this could also apply to somebody older who didn't maybe learn this. So you go get a job, right? You're going to work there for about 6 months. Then you're going to adjust your resume and start shipping it out. But you're still going to hopefully work at that company for at least a solid year. Every single job is just a stepping stone. You're going to take your basic bitch jobs and you're going to make them sound amazing on your resume, right? Although at least this worked back in the day. Now people just hire their friends, and you're less likely to get a job. But this is how it should have been. Every job is a stepping stone. You should be using them as stepping stones, right? You get the experience, you fuck off, you move on to the next job. This was what my dad did, and he's a very happy man, okay? He did his job, he got the experience, and then he fucked off somewhere better because you will always be offered somewhere better because somebody wants to feel like they've poached somebody of talent, right? That's the kind of thing. Nepotism has gone above and beyond, and it's actually like not sustainable. Real life advice: if you're young, get into crime. No shit. If I could tell my young self that, I would. Don't do that. Do not get into crime. Unless you're in California, because then, as we all know, there is no crime there. Oh God, I'm getting text messages from the number that's not actually. Co-pay tonight when you blow me. Okay, so I have another story. I told you all at the start of this we were going to be on topic today, and clearly we're not. So I deleted my phone number at the start of this year, but because I'm a lazy sack of shit, I shouldn't even just say lazy. I actually have no idea how to remove the previous phone number from my Apple account. So I don't have a real phone number. I have like an emergency free number. God forbid something goes wrong, but literally only my parents, my grandparents, my husband, and then my husband's parents have it, right? Like this is not a number that you text for fun. This is literally just an emergency phone number. God forbid. Nobody uses it, right? So I have basically no phone number. But because the phone number is still attached to my iMessage, I sometimes get the one-sided messages from other people if they're messaging on Wi-Fi. And this person who now has my old phone number, I guess her name is Jennifer, and she lives a very wild and interesting life. I'm not going to go into the more personal stuff that's been sent, but this one individual who keeps sending shit, like this woman is not married. She's hooking up with several different men at once. And she's absolutely not cheating on any of them because they all read like whores who are in on this. So on Saturday, this number messages, "You'll be getting a lot of protein tonight. What's your passcode again?" And then he gives a 4-digit passcode. And then a day goes by and he goes, "Do I get my deal for using my garage?" No answer. And then today he says, "Co-pay tonight when you blow me." What the fuck? Oh my God. You must know this is a prime time in which to engage in fuckery. No, I will not interfere in Jennifer's life. Okay, Jennifer is, oh, the other thing too, this person, I know what they look like. I know what this numbers person looks like because he FaceTimed me, and he FaceTimed me like 3 times. And I didn't realize it was that number. I just thought that my dad was trying to do something because the number is very similar. The 4-digit the 4 digits at the back end are the right digits, but they're just in a different order. And so like I kind of panicked, but I never show myself on FaceTime anyway. So I tilted the camera as I normally do. I never show up on FaceTime, not even for like family calls. And I saw what he looks like. And he's, you know, he's not what you would expect for that. But at the same time, it's like, this is definitely a working class man who just wants to get laid. Good for you. From FaceTime to blow time. So Apple products are dumber than I thought. No, I'm dumb. But also there's like no easy way to just delete the thing. Like if I go into my settings, and I go to my actual account page, personal information, right? So I'm going over here. Communication preferences, doesn't have anything there. If I go into sign in and security, okay, here's the phone number. But then it doesn't do anything. It doesn't prompt me to delete it. If you want to, oh wait, no, here, look, this is new. Maybe it didn't load. If you want to remove this number and have the iPhone that if you want to remove this number and have the iPhone that uses it, turn off iMessage and FaceTime on it first. I can't delete the phone number. I can't delete the phone number because I don't have access to the phone of which it is currently on. I want to repeat. I cannot remove the phone number from my... So I take it back. LSOL87 was indeed correct. Apple products are indeed dumber than anybody previously thought. Because I don't think any normal person has ever just deleted their phone number outright. Only I could be so stupid. So I genuinely cannot. Oh my God, I genuinely cannot delete the number. Learn more. Still have your phone. No longer have your phone. Enter the phone number you want to deregister from iMessage, and we'll send you a confirmation code. This is so retarded. This is actually retarded. I hate Apple. Also, hi, Kick. How are you doing? Savvy, we miss you. I missed you too. This is why your screenshots have a SOS only indicator. Yes, it is actually. That is actually why. I'm glad that the first 26 minutes of this stream has just been me crashing out over technology. Speaking of Sycamore, what do you think of Pokemon Legends ZA DLC stuff? Do you even like ZA? I forget. Kind of surprised in a long form review. I am working on the long form review. I have to edit it, which we all know I hate. And I'm actually getting to the point where I'm just going to delete all the editing and then just do the audio thing and then just call it a day. Like, I just don't care anymore. I hate editing myself. I will spend weeks editing something amazing for somebody else. When it comes to me, I don't want to put any effort into it. It's not because it's you guys. It's not because I'm putting it on like my channel, but it's just me, right? Like, I don't associate myself with excess work. But it's coming. Fuck Pokemon Legends ZA, but not in the way that most people want me to. It's gonna be a video, but I am working on it. It's basically like 2 hours long. Pokemon ZA DLC was content that was already in the base build of the game, and yeah. Justice for look. All right, here. I admitted to not too long ago too that a part of the script made me actually emotional, and it was a difficult part to write and get through because it's something that I actually genuinely love. This is what I mean by people are not going to be expecting me to just do what Turn off phone. Wait, turn off phone by Android. Well, that's the thing. I have an Android. I've had iPhones since the iPhone 2, I think it was. Which is just why I always had the iPhone. But then a little while ago, back when I got into crypto, I bought my Fold, my Fold 3, and I fell in love with it. I love this phone to death. I'd like to get the newest Fold. And when I do, I will be basically throwing away the iPhone. But anyway. Oculus, thank you so much for gifting a membership. Jesus Christ. Oh, my tummy's warm. That's a good thing, but too warm. Finally, I'm warm. Anyway, what was I talking about? Sycamore. Part of the script made me a little bit emotional, and the reason why people won't be expecting it is because there are elements of the story that I actually adore. I actually adore the concept of the story. I adore the concept of the game. I hate the execution. And the thing that fucked with me was the fact that they lazily took away Lysander's memories. And that can work. If you don't make the character constantly do exposit dumps. Oh my God. What kind of dump? You know what? Fine. Here's another crash out. It's been a while since I've done a fucking Legend ZA crash out. Fuck the writers for that. You can do amazing memory manipulation and storytelling and make it some of the most emotional content to date. Pokemon has been dying for things like that. They made us emotional in the previous game. They did. Scarlet and Violet has truly emotional moments. In fact, there are elements across all the games that are truly emotional. But where Legend ZA fails is they fail to make anybody give a fuck. All they're saying is that, Lysander technically didn't do anything wrong, which is just reinforcing the first fucking game's ending where they're like, Lysander didn't actually do anything wrong, being very pro-genocide. Now that's fine. I'm fine with it because Lysander didn't do anything wrong technically. Lysander propaganda very strong. But if you're going to have your main exposit dumper also have memory problems, that doesn't work. Lysander could have come in and given us the most heartbreaking fucking scene in the world, because here we have in the original game, Lysander and Sycamore were like fucking rubbing butts together. Not literally. I just mean that they constantly, talked each other up. They cared about each other. They were best friends. Fucking Sycamore, canonically, even though he's older, he still looked to Lysander as somebody who inspired him and kind of helped take care of him in a sense, because Lysander is the big money bags who probably most likely funded most of Sycamore's shit. In the fucking anime, for some reason, there was a disconnect and Sycamore had no idea who he was, but Lysander said that he was a very important person and told Alain, their illegitimate fucking child, that his work is very important, that he needs to be protected, and that he's been like basically an invisible donor to him. Sort of, it's implied, right? And so you have this beautiful relationship, even in the fucking manga, right? Their relationship there. Even though Sycamore is made to look like a fucking retard, he hangs off of Lysander's every fucking word. And it's the coolest fucking dynamic, because here you have this clearly evil individual with a whole lot of charisma manipulating one of the most important people in Pokemon. But no, we're gonna give Lysander memory issues instead of having him walk into the lab and then fucking Augustine, fucking Sycamore going, oh my God, Lysander, you're alive. Holy shit! I've missed you so much. Where have you been? We have to hide you because everybody's after you. There's a detective trying to find you because they want you to pay for your crimes because you haven't gone to jail like the rest of Team Flare. I'm sorry, sir. I have no idea who you are, but if you have any gripes with who I was, I only ask that you wait until the current situation is dealt with. We could have had something powerful. We could have had a moment of fucking Sycamore going, what? Of his entire belief system being challenged, because that was part of the original game. You're meeting new people. You're learning new perspectives. Well, what's your fucking perspective on somebody who you cared about, who committed god-awful crimes, who can't remember what they did, who's being used by Zygarde to fucking save the world? Why? Why did they do it the way that they did? It's so bad. It's so bad. Instead, Lysander's just like, I don't remember anything that I did, but I happen to remember all of this stuff. I don't remember anything that happened. It's not important anymore, as if I've lived 10,000 fucking years already. But here's all this fucking exposit dumping on Z crystals. Fuck off. Fuck all the way off, you dumb fucks. You fucking wrote a shit tier game that was supposed to just be a summer fucking preview, and then the boss man said, yeah, sure, sell it as is. The guy who wrote it was probably like, wait, but there's a bunch of plot holes. And they'll be like, well, do you remember the original fucking Pokemon XY? People ate that shit up all the same, and there were endless plot holes in that. Fuck you! Fuck you! None of you fucking care about Pokemon anymore, you people who are in charge of it. You just want to sell the next big thing, and you know what? It's sold well, and I'm glad it's sold well, but fuck you, and fuck everyone! Savvy, if you were offered the opportunity to be in charge of making the next Pokemon game, would you take it? The only reason why I would take it wouldn't be to actually make the Pokemon game. It would be to get fired. Because I would then go to the board. I would memorize the most passionate speech possible. And then I would also take that speech to fucking Nintendo. And I would verbally take a cactus to their collective urethras. And I would violate them with the most passionate speech that is ever speeched about Pokemon. And then I would be fired, and then I would be happy, because at least then I would have closure. I could tell all of them to their faces that they're all a bunch of fuck asses. Fuck. Hello. That's it. Smells like the new writer wanted to tie up the old stuff fast and neglected it all. I looked him up. He deserves to be fired and let go and blacklisted from the fucking industry. Fuck him. Fucking piece of shit. Hi, Mike. How are you? So many great franchises we grew up with. Shame they're all mere shadows of what they were. That's our problem. That's actually our problem. We knew that life comes and goes in cycles. Empires, growing seasons. Things rise up, we fall in love, they go to shit, they die. Our mistake was thinking that entertainment would avoid such cycles. Such things are not true. Because entertainment is very much so just like the human made into a basic giant metaphor. And that's it. I think they largely don't care about Pokemon anymore and care about their non-Pokemon games. I'm not talking about Game Freak. Game Freak is not the problem. It is Nintendo, it is the board, and it's the Pokemon company. Game Freak is not the problem. I guarantee they're all tired of being told to make things as safe as possible. Speaking of Nintendo, what did you think about the latest Metroid Prime? Everybody keeps asking me about this. Yeah, it was ass. It was terrible. It was god-awful. They're the last to adopt DEI. Look what they did. Look what fucking Legends ZA. It's not a Legends game, and it's barely a fucking XY game. They just decided to throw some characters together. I like the new Lysander. I like him blonde. I do. I used to draw Sycamore blonde because I thought, what if? He makes a very beautiful blonde. He really does. I typically don't like blondes. But yeah, and mainly the Pokemon company that Nintendo just is publishing. No. Nintendo does a lot more than just publishing, I swear to God. Imagine thinking Nintendo just publishes things. Look at me and my harpy noises. You have drawn out the harpy, my sweet. Imagine thinking that Nintendo just publishes. My dear, they have lawyers on standby, waiting to rape the innocent. They do a lot more than just fucking publish, I'll tell you that. I can see the headlines now. Crazy lady seems screaming outside of Pokemon headquarters. Look at that! Finally evidence that I'm an actual harpy. Is Savvy a horse or a bird? Okay, I'm glad I'm not on camera anymore. I actually make a really good horse noise that I've always been proud of. If I try to do it now, it's gonna be messy, but let's see if I can do it. Hang on. I can't do it while I'm smiling. Hang on. I don't have hazel eyes. Fuck you. See, now that I've talked it up, I'm not gonna be able to do it. I can't stop laughing. Look at that. There's my horsey noise. That's my horsey. I'm a fucking horse. It's so bad. Why does anyone want myself. Oh my god. Last one was better. Fuck you! Oh man. Odin! Thank you so much for the tippy. Harpy and horse puns. Bless you. Oh, bless you. Matthew, thank you for the Canadian tipperooey. Savvy, I hope you're doing well today. I'm not. It's been a tough morning for me. I can feel it. But I'm glad I get to catch a stream of yours, even if it's just a bit. Well, welcome in, and I apologize for just screeching. Oh, because you're authentic as far as we can tell. Yeah, nobody would ever be able to just make up a character that's as naturally retarded as I am. You could try, but you would absolutely lose track of it. Like, you can't script some of the shit that I say. It's so stupid. I'm only here for the crash outs and the passionate speeches and the laughs. Thanks for humoring me. Bless you. Oh my god. Anyway, we should jump into the news finally. Now that it's fucking 40 minutes into the stream. I only wanted to stream for an hour. My throat's gonna be killing me later. Oh, yelling about the Go XLR, yelling about Pokemon. It's a Monday, that's for sure. Holy shit. So, the tweet that's been on the stream here, because we're just advertising legendary drops. I don't even know who this person is, but this was a legendary tweet. Very funny. So he's got a screenshot here. How you feel about Pokemon is how I feel about Fallout? Dude, I'm sorry. Nobody should feel this passionately for any series because you're just going to get hurt. We all just get hurt. Also, I did make myself cry from laughter. Don't worry, it's happy tears. Sort of, mostly. Oh, I have too many existential crises. Anyway, before I jump into why we all cry every day. So legendary drops, fewer people are playing fewer games. Nah, bro, few people are playing your games. And he says here we have news. For some reason, Ubisoft says people are playing fewer games, which makes new games struggle to stand out. And legendary drops here is absolutely 100% correct. Lots of people are playing lots of games. What game just came out that has tons of players? Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders has over 100,000. There's that Chinese game that just came out. No Winds, or Where the Winds Are, or Where Winds Blow, or Blowing Winds, or fucking Winds in the Ass. I don't fucking know. Fucking not Venti, that's for sure. That has 100,000 players. Arc Raiders, Where the Winds Meet, that's the one. There was another game that just came out that had great success. There was an RV game that went viral, that great success. The Tavern Keeper game that I just played on early access, that's actually having really great success within its cozy community and the sim community because people really like it. I hope that they continue to experience success. I really, really like that team. I think that they created something beautiful and charming and adorable, and I look forward to see where it goes. Dispatch is legit. Everybody seems to like that too. Everyone likes that. RV there yet? Yeah. That one actually, I don't know. It looks like a funny game. There's a game that I had never heard of that my friends invited me to called Repo. Where you're like these little robotic creatures and you go into houses or places and take stuff. I don't fucking know. But it was fun. It was a great little party game, that kind of thing. Battlefield. I was about to say Battlefront. Holy shit. My brain is not working. Battlefield 6, yes, great deal of success. You know who's not having success? Ubisoft. You know who else isn't having success right now? Black Ops. Fuck them. 400,000. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, good correction. I might have said Arc Raiders, and I might have included that in a 100,000. I'm so sorry. No. I didn't mean to detract from that. You're absolutely right. 400,000 in Arc Raiders. I'm sorry. So people are playing new games. People are going back and playing old games. There are so many games that, yes, sometimes it can be hard to stick out at first. But if you make a good game, the players will come. Repo, for example. Good game. I bought it. I'd never heard of it, didn't see any advertisement for it, but they've had some decent success with it. And I would honestly say making back your money and making back enough to, for whatever team to be paid, like, that's awesome. I personally would like to also, try out that one-woman studio game thing. Started learning a little bit more again. I'm back on the learning grind, which, I like to learn, so that's cool. God, you mean Fortnite, right? Because they look the same, basically. Oh, man. Oh, celebrate their subscription for 3 months /hug. Thank you. Thank you for keeping your sub going over on Kick. Also, hi, yes, I'm so sad that I woke up to Uma Musumi parody account spouting LGBT nonsense. Yeah, we just ignore them. Mock them or ignore them. Oh, man. Heck, it's even the final boss in Black Ops 7, too. Yeah, I don't fucking know. I'm currently playing Tokyo Extreme Racer 2025, just pure racing, no woke crap. See, that's a good thing. Just get what you want out of a game and then be done with it. UBISLOP, meanwhile, doesn't do that. Why does your VTuber have green eyes? I swear to God. Mike, let it be known right now. Let it be known. I'm going to take a strawberry and I'm going to jam it between your eyes. If you try to tell me in person that my eyes are fucking hazel, I swear to God. I swear to fucking God. I'm going to settle this somehow, some way. I'm going to scientifically prove that my eyes are green. And if I have to kidnap an eye doctor for it, I will do it. Mike is right. No. Wait, no. Now for my Christmas present to Savvy. Her eyes are green. Thank you. Except your username gives me PTSD. Local Savvy hurts a person with a strawberry. You attack my brown eyes because yours are hazel. I understand. No. My eyes are not hazel. I don't know how this why, mother? She actually enjoys this too. I tell her all the time that she's caused this. And then she just looks at me and she goes, "It's payback for all the grief you've given me over the years." And I'm like, "What fucking grief? I never left my fucking room." And she's like, "Well, that's part of the problem." For one, she actually genuinely hates that. Oh man, she actually, oh my God, it was so funny. One time in high school, it was a random weekend. I was just playing like, I was probably just playing Doom or some shit. And she comes upstairs and she's just like, "Why aren't you out with your friends?" And I'm like, "Oh, well, they're at a party." And she's like, "Okay, would you like me to take you?" And I'm like, "No, that'd be hella weird." Except I didn't use the word hella. It wasn't a thing at the time. But basically, you know, no, that'd be weird. And then she just looks at me and she's like, "You're not normal." And then she just left. Like she resents that I was fucking weird, right? Oh man. And I just come into the stream and Savvy threatens to kidnap someone par for the course. She's probably about fainted when you finally brought a man home. Dude, she lost her fucking shit when I introduced her to my husband. She's like, "Finally, not a retard." So she didn't say retard. She actually said much more harsh things. But retard is a nice way to put it. To me, you're normal. That's unfortunate. But thanks. Yeah, I didn't believe in going to parties and shit like that. It was fine if my friends did. Like, I did a small thing one time, and then we set my jeans on fire. That was funny. She's finally not an R word, bruh. Oh man, and as soon as I moved in with my husband, both my parents, when he came over for dinner, they were like, "You understand now, there's no return policy." And then they joke about it often. "Your mom and I are proud of you." I don't know if anyone's actually proud of me, but I'm alive. And I'm very sweaty. Holy shit, I went from could not raise my body temperature to Jesus Christ. It's hell on earth. Anyway, so Ubisoft, we can all take a laugh at. And everyone to clubs or parties. Now I'm 48-year-old lifelong virgin incel who lives alone and has a few friends. Go out. Honestly, you're not missing anything. Fuck going out. Go hiking. That's what you want. You should be using code Hazel. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna jump out of a fucking window. Oh, fuck. Warm Savvy, she's gonna lay an egg. You know, sometimes I think actually one of the more creative things that I've ever read in hentai and yaoi is actually the concept of egg laying. I don't not mind it. I would never want to see an actual person lay an egg, but like in fiction, when you can make a butthole look nice, like I'm just saying, like there's something interesting about that. Anyway, so to continue talking about bowel movements, I actually wanted to do something unique today. I don't typically focus on politics. I don't typically focus on politics outside of how it relates to entertainment, but I would like to talk about this. Because I think Marjorie Taylor Greene is a fucking retard. And I'd like to make fun of her. And I think that it would be fun if we learned more about Savvy's fetishes. I think I've definitely talked about the egg thing before. Now, I don't watch TV. I also purposefully try to avoid the mainstream media at all costs and generally only engage with it minorly on Twitter. But apparently Marjorie Taylor Greene went onto The View, CNN, and did the whole host of rotations after, has it really already been like 2 weeks since? I thought Trump just called her a traitor. When did that happen? When did Trump rebuke her? Is that the right word? Rebuke? Rebuke. I don't think that that's the right word. To oh, no. Yeah. That was right. What did I think? Oh, maybe I was thinking of rebuff. Okay, I mean, both those words would actually work. Good for me. When did Trump withdraw support of MTG? Hang on, I need to get the exact day for that. Donald Trump officially withdrew his support for MTG on November 15th. Okay, so 13 days ago, she goes on The View, and then she fucking wonders why Trump rejects her now. But there's going to be a myriad of reasons why, actually, because it's not just one thing. It's actually multiple, and there's a lot of people who suspect that she might actually even... she might even actually try to run for president. In fact, we've seen a lot of people bring up 2028 and all of these supposed people who want to claw for power. Now, I have been consistent throughout basically my entire adult life. And you can actually see evidence of this if you go looking for the actual evidence and not just painting a narrative about me. I hate people in power. I hate career politicians. I don't care who the career politician is. After Obama, I was officially fucking jaded and felt betrayed by every single politician. I liked the way Obama sounded. I thought Obama was cute. Obama, I had said several times, he sounds like the kind of guy that you could like have a drink with at a bar and just have a totally normal conversation with, even if you disagree with them. He's like the cool uncle that you get to see once or twice a year, right? I used to say things like that. Fuck that. Obama's a piece of shit. Anyway. So we can all agree. What the fuck happened to YouTube? What the fuck? What the fuck? Where'd my YouTube chat go? How did that happen? How? Oh, I found you. There we go. I was skeptical of him to begin with. I thought it was hilarious how everyone lauded his speeches, Reagan and JFK, and before gave great speeches. Yeah, I love anybody who could talk, man. I was like, fuck yeah. Especially after some of the other stuff that went on. Let's see here. I think I can put that here. There we go. There's that, and there's this. Okay, now I've got you guys all lined up very nicely. What was I saying? We need term limits. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So anyway, so 13 days ago, this crazy bitch goes onto The View. And you might be thinking, well, that's a good thing, isn't it? Having conversations with people who disagree with you. Yes and no. Yes and no. And we're going to listen to why.
Favorite president. I mean, Truman is mine. I dated him.
But I did not date Donald Trump. But I do love him.
You do love him. You do love him, yeah.
Yes, I did.
All right, well, whatever.
These people celebrated assassination. These people actively lied every single day. In fact, this is the perfect fucking still. This dumb bitch. Look at her, trying so hard. Please like me. She can't be fucked. She doesn't want anything to do with you. She's not here for a conversation. She wants you to say dirt. She wants you to disagree. She wants you to rebuke the president. These people are not good.
So when was the last time you spoke to him? And what's with the tension between the two of you? You know, you may love him, but he may not love you back right now.
Well, that's okay. I mean, Donald Trump, he usually yells at everybody, so we're all used to it. But
Why aren't you used to it anymore, bitch?
he's the president of the United States, and here's something you all may not know about me. I think a lot of people on the left are learning that when I ran for Congress in 2020, I ran criticizing Republicans and Democrats equally, because I come from a working class family, ran a construction company for over 20 years, and I feel like the government has failed all of us.
She's right. She's absolutely right. She has her talking points, but she's absolutely correct here. Fuck the government. Fuck people in power, because all they do is enrich themselves. Now, we're going to keep it paused here for a moment. Hang on. I forgot to pull this up because I'm a terrible streamer. Hang on. Here we go. Gosh, it sure is crazy how things change as soon as you get in power. Sure is crazy, huh? Sure is fucking crazy. God, makes you wonder. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Fucking hate insider trading, man. I fucking hate it. Every single person who does it needs to be goddamn investigated. I hate these motherfuckers.
And it purely disgusts me. It really does.
Am I a tax the rich type? No. God, no. Actually, I'm a bit of the opposite. I believe all taxes should fuck right off. I also do believe that you should you should not suck the toes of the rich. In fact, you should treat them as they are, subhuman filth. Because they, like every single other living creature on this planet that is under the human umbrella, is subhuman filth. How does that work? I don't know. I just really fucking hate people in power. That's all. Ugh. I don't want to be told by Jeff motherfucking Bezos how important it is to save the world. Well, he is on a fucking jet halfway around the world spending $20 million on a wedding with a woman that he really doesn't fucking care about. I don't care. I don't fucking care. Like, just fucking Blackstone, BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street. I don't think they should be taxed, but I also don't think that they should exist and have all the power that they have. How do you solve that? I don't fucking know. I want to get rid of government. I'm just here to bitch at this point. This is why I support a robust third party. These problems aren't going to be alleviated except with a strong grassroots. We got to stop using that word. There's no such thing as grassroots. There is literally no fucking such thing, and we will never have organic movements again. They will always be manipulated by mass media influence. How? Why? Where? When? How? It doesn't matter. Fucking look at this shit with, okay, so here's the fucking perfect example. MTG, right? So now that she's split off from Trump, guess who's influencing her America First bullshit? Russia! Isn't that crazy? There are literal Russian Times things putting out propaganda to support her, to show that there's more of a divide. There's no grassroots thing. So anybody who even did support her, it's not organic. She's weak and shaky. She's always been that way. She's always been MTG first, not America first. And how do we know? This is how we know. How the fuck you gonna do that, bitch? How the fuck you gonna do this? If you go and you look at her trade history and you follow who came to DC when stocks were bought and what deals went through, you gonna learn that she, just like everybody else, follows the Nancy Pelosi playbook. And they do some fuck shit. I hate them all. I hate them all. I think I'm actually close. See, here's the thing, too. There's actually a lot of quote-unquote extreme lefties who probably share the same views as I do. The only difference is I just don't want to set fire to Teslas randomly. I would like to see maybe some actual fucking spines from some people and companies saying no to the government, but we'll never have that. Wait, what is this? Corpo donors. Corporate PAC donors. Data may be incomplete. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. Here is her. What the fuck is this? Making American Election Clear Skies Act. What the fuck is this? What is this? This bill is known as the Clear Skies Act. Aim to prohibit all forms of weather modification within the United States and its territories. Here are the key points of the legislation. What? What? The bill states that it is illegal for individuals or entities to knowingly conduct any form of weather modification activities. This includes actions like cloud seeding and geoengineering for the purpose of artificially changing the weather conditions such as temperature or precipitation. Weather modification is defined as the injection, release, or dispersal of any substance into the atmosphere that aims to change the atmospheric dynamics or weather patterns. What? What? The bill will be repealed for any exit blah. In fact, the legislation will take legs blah. Relevant companies blah. What? I'm not going to get into this. I'm not going to get into this because I have a feeling she doesn't actually understand this. And it ties into something else that I have opened here. But anyway. anyway.
And I represent a district that is rural manufacturing district, blue collar workers. And people have been crushed by decades of failure in Washington, D.C. And so I have no problem pointing fingers at everyone. And the worst thing that I just can't get over is we're not.
Also, her eyes are so small for how big her head is. Like, I'm sorry, she looks like a parallelogram that's like stuck in the wrong perspective because this part looks like it juts out more than here. So it looks like this is always behind her. That's not really a criticism. It's just an observation. And I know that she can't change or help her bone structure. I'm sorry that you just kind of got the short end of the stick, but you probably shouldn't. You shouldn't have gone and gotten some face work done. Because, like, I don't know what the fuck they did to your cheekbones, but it's not natural. Anyway, sorry.
Right now, and I put that criticism directly on the Speaker of the House. And we should be at work. All the people sitting in this audience, they go to work every day. People at home
no, they don't, actually.
Watching this show, they go to work every day.
No, they don't, because this show specifically caters to the people who don't go to work. What? Hang on. Hang on. The majority of the views audience is over the age of 55, with older viewers making up the bulk of its viewership. In the mid-2019, approximately 83% of the show's audience was 55 or over, while only 322,000 viewers were under the age of 50. Among key advertising demographics, the show averaged 380,000 women aged 25 to 54 and 275,000 women aged 18 to 49 during that period. More recent data shows growth in these key demographics. The first quarter of 2025, The View averaged 216 viewers among women aged 25 to 54 and 150... Hold up. Overall, The View averaged 2.6 million million total viewers in the first quarter of 2025. Wait. Hang on, how much money does it cost to... How much does each episode of The View cost? The exact production cost per episode of The View is not publicly disclosed in the provided information. However, historical data from 2015 estimates the show's annual production cost at 35 to 40 million, which would equate roughly 1.4 million to 1.6 per episode, assuming 26 episodes per season. This figure is significantly lower than the production budget of major scripted series like it. Well, no fucking shit! These fucking retard AI bringing up useless stuff. Okay. So, basically, instead of just having a cat girl screech at a microphone on YouTube with zero production value to yield the exact same viewership, they decide to do this where they have to overpay a bunch of people who honestly should just retire and go quietly. But that's fine. Anyway. So, no, these people don't work.
Every day. Ladies, you go to work every day. The people on your set, and it is an embarrassment to me that we're not in session.
I'll let her finish.
And getting paid.
I'm not taking a paycheck.
Good for you.
Exactly.
I'm not taking a paycheck.
Exactly.
Good for you.
I think you're one of the only ones.
Well, like the air
I don't know the
controllers.
list. I think that
Yeah.
should be a public list.
Yeah.
I think that's fair because our paychecks are taxpayer funded.
Correct.
However, I voted to fund the federal government on September 18th. I want all federal employees to be paid. I want all the programs to be funded. And I think that is our job, all of us together, Republicans and Democrats in the House and the Senate. And
Why does she sound so infantile when she speaks? Why do women do that? She's very nervous.
I'll look, I'm with women, so I feel very comfortable.
So here it is. Here was the point. I'm with women, so I'm very comfortable. Notice that language. It's one thing to use that language, ironically, when you're dealing with leftists. But she does it multiple times. In fact, if you go to her Twitter and just, here, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just do it. I don't need to just speak. I will just show. How do you fucking spell her name, though? Marge? Oh, fuck. Can I just type in MTG and she'll pop up? That's not her official account. Here it is. I think this one's it. Is this the one where she was the hoax? Okay, there it is. So now if I do this as a woman, I should. I hate it when this happens. So she has done multiple tweets. I need to find, what's her, doesn't she have like a regular account too? Or maybe it's just the rep one, because she did it recently, and then I found the one from 2024. Where's her threat thing? Hang on, Control F threat. Where is it? Woman. Yeah, it's not on. Woman. She had another tweet where she said, "As a woman, I take these threats seriously." Anyway, point being, she uses this language, and she's used it multiple times, right? As a woman surrounded by women, she does the woman thing. It's one thing to use it ironically, like sometimes when I do it when I'm talking with leftists, right? As a yaoi artist, as a bisexual woman. I do that to specifically injure the left because they need narratives, right? If they realize that they're talking to a quote-unquote queer person, they change their tune, and it further shows how they don't actually give a fuck about quote-unquote allyship. They just care about themselves, right? So it's fun to use it in a mocking way, but this bitch does it all the time.
Saying this, I'm really tired of the pissing contest in Washington, D.C. between
The pissing contest in D.C., what she means is the men. That's what she means.
the men.
The men, there it is.
And I think that is our job, all of us together, Republicans and Democrats in the House and the Senate. And I'll look, I'm with women, so I feel very comfortable saying this. I'm really tired of the pissing contest in Washington, D.C. between the men.
Guess what, bitch? Women are doing it too. In fact, it's women doing most of the pissing. Yeah. Fuck you. It's women ruining this world, not the men. A man is trying to clean up the women's problems. Have you seen Mexico lately?
I really am.
Woman, it's so nice to have you. And I watched you on Bill Maher, and I think you've been extremely eloquent in this shutdown in talking about the issue of Obamacare subsidies.
I'd like to stop everybody there. Now, I don't know this woman's name, but she is on The View, and so I look at The View as one singular entity sharing one brain cell. First off, second off, but most importantly, is this bit here. So, The View has gone on for years saying ridiculous things about Marjorie Taylor Greene. Loud and embarrassing and not effective. Greene is giving the media and giving the public exactly the wrong thing at the wrong moment. McCain called for Greene's removal from committee assignments. She called President Biden a piece of excrement. I don't want anyone like that representing the country. Her appointment to Homeland Security was, for me, the most insulting appointment. Apology as empty as her head. If you are learning about the Holocaust at almost 50 years of age, you've got a real problem. She's a bully who is aiding in the destruction of our institute. Yes. It's fucking crazy. Let's continue, though.
I'm a Republican, too. We don't agree on everything, but we both agree we have to extend these subsidies at least for a year because you just can't pull the rug out from under people.
Why? We've been trying to change it for a long time. Let's just pull the rug out. Fuck it. The most chaos breeds innovation. When people are suffering the most, that is what encourages innovation and mass productivity. Does it suck? Yeah, but the current system isn't working either.
Who are going to see their premiums skyrocket. You talked about your own family, how you'd be impacted, but I imagine many of the 700,000 constituents you represent. So what are you hearing from your constituents on this
Nothing. She doesn't talk to them.
issue, and how do you see this shutdown ending?
My phone in my office, my district office in Washington, is ringing off the hook every
Fun fact, if you actually try to call any office, if you try to call any phone by any politician, they all go immediately to voicemail. Most of them are full. I know this because I spent quite a bit of time last year making phone calls and sending emails. In fact, I did it so much that was one of the big reasons why I said fuck it and actually deleted my phone number, because I realized it doesn't matter. Nobody pays attention. Unless you have actual access to these people, they will not pay attention to you. They will not go back and listen to anything. They will have maybe their assistants or the person who works at the desk sort of collect the info, but most of the time they'll just basically make it up and say people are mad about this today.
every single day. People are beyond outraged and they're terrified.
You can go scroll on Twitter to see that, by the way. You also don't need to actually go to your office ever.
But this has been going on for a long time. Democrats voted for the ACA in 2010. It went into effect in 2014. That was the year that we saw our health insurance policy for a family of 5 go from $800 a month to $2,400 a month. And I'll say this, we also watch health insurance companies drop out of the market, and healthcare costs have risen and risen and risen and risen.
Why? How come none of you want to have a deeper conversation as to why? Because then you'd have to admit that DC and hospitals are the fucking problem. Yet DC is the problem, and you won't ever do that, will you?
But I'm going to pick on Republicans. Republicans never fixed it.
Notice how she wants to pick on Republicans because she's talking to leftists, because she's trying to further her agenda. She's not trying to sway anyone to a position that's beneficial to the party to look more unified. She's trying to raise up herself, which is fine. But don't try to lie and say that you're some sort of victim after the fact when you get called out.
And then the ACA tax credits were passed in 2021, and there was a sunset date of the end of this year. And Republicans never made a plan for that. And I have been I yelled at Mike Johnson last week on our GOP conference call. By the way, I'm missing the call today. It's going on right now.
So you're missing your job to talk to a bunch of women who think that you're fucking stupid. These are not the smart choices of somebody who you want in office. She literally just admitted, instead of working, she'd rather talk to people who can't even get 250,000 fucking views from relevant individuals. They're targeting the 55 plus women who don't leave their fucking homes. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I hope that Mike Johnson is finally giving a single health care policy because the country deserves it.
You know what? She would have actually spoken to more people if she went on a YouTuber's fucking channel. I'm not even talking Joe Rogan. I just mean like any fucking YouTuber.
And it shouldn't be a secret. And I shouldn't have to go into a skiff to go find our Republican health insurance plan.
Maybe
Honestly,
there is no plan.
You know what? You want to know something? That, I believe, is the truth. There's a lot of...
Do you want to know something? That, I believe, is the truth. First, she made it sound like she was dropping a fact. See, this is an intentional thing that women do, and it pisses me off because I've had to deal with it talking to any fucking woman. Manipulative cunt right here. Do you want to know something? As if she's about to drop a fact. And then she says, I believe, meaning she hasn't been included on any of it. And she has no idea, which means that this is worthless commentary because she's clearly shown that she has no idea what's happening.
Ideas, there's a lot of bills, but there's no consensus. Yeah. And I think that's a failure. I do.
Of course there's no consensus because you're all rhinos and the president is not.
Well, I want to talk about MAGA voters who believed that the president made promises like lowering grocery prices on day one.
You don't grocery shop. You have an assistant. Even if, hypothetically, you went to the grocery store, you live in one of the most expensive places in the country, so no matter what, you're going to have premiums on that shit. Your grocery prices aren't going to go down. If you want to talk about actual statistics, which I'm absolutely certain MTVG is totally going to bring all this up properly and coherently, they have gone down, actually. So there have been some issues with imports and exports, but that's only because other places in the world are currently having issues. On top of that, we had to cull a bunch of our chickens and cows again. On top of that, we have the worst farming system among first world nations possible. Don't even get me started, you ignorant fools!
Right now, grocery prices, inflation is up, soybean and cattle farmers are on the verge.
Soybean and cattle farmers. What do you know about the soybeans and the cattle farmers? Whoopi fat fuck Goldberg.
Of bankruptcy, millions have lost their food stamps and are about to lose their health care while
Talk about the corruption among the food stamps. I dare you.
we're watching $40 billion to bail out Argentina.
Agreed. That's retarded.
What is going on?
I don't know. I am so America first.
I'm so America first. Like, the idea of, like, money going elsewhere is so bad. Like, America first.
I feel like I live it and breathe it, and that's
She had nothing intelligent to say. So, like, this is like my favorite thing to ever happen. This is who came on The View. This is who's trying to paint herself as a victim. She can't even coherently talk about something fucking basic. It's not hard to be like, look, our farmers are getting fucked, but here's the reason why. Why do I know this? Oh, wait, that's because I gave a shit and I went to a university that's known for its agricultural education in a big agriculture state. So yeah, you know, I might have a little bit of care about farming. I also give a shit about hydroponics and the food supply, but I also want to expand our food supply because I think it's really fucking criminal that we in America don't have access to every single type of fruit and vegetable that's ever existed on this fucking planet because we're supposed to be the greatest country in the world. Why the fuck do I have to import food from China when we could have buildings, abandoned skyscrapers in Detroit? You can buy a skyscraper in Detroit right now for $1 million to $2 million, and the city will work with you and actually provide for you a business loan of sorts if you have a good proposal. So one of the things that I did back in college was I helped write a paper that was a business proposal for converting one of those skyscrapers into a hydroponic farm. Now, the reason why this doesn't work to scale isn't because it doesn't work. It does. It's because people want to make a profit instead of providing a service. Now, that's kind of understandable. You want to get paid. But when I'm talking about making a profit, I don't mean paying yourself a reasonable actual salary. When it comes to a business looking to make profit, they want their CEO to make $50 million, and you're not going to get that out of what I wrote. But the point remains that it would actually help convert all of these decaying businesses or buildings in Detroit and revitalize the area, providing jobs and things like that. And you could actually grow useful things. Wow, I got to get $2 million now to go buy a skyscraper. Wouldn't it be great? Oi, listen up, hazel white person. The UK is the greatest country as your country is our child nation. Oi! Oi! Fuck out of here. You guys used to be pretty chill, but then you turned into fucking pussies. Goddamn, what happened? What happened? What happened? Y'all conquered shit. Y'all did some fucking crusades and shit. Y'all used to go around shaping countries in your image. Now you're just pussies. Like, oh, look at this. Somebody said a naughty word on the internet. Oh, we better arrest them. Ignore the rapists for now. They're not, they're not really hurting anybody. Nobody cares about childhood trauma. They'll get over it. They'll forget it. But what we really need to crack down on is the fact that X is doing some heinous shite. Yes. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
It's my district, and that's what people want. They are so tired of their hard-earned tax dollars being sent overseas to foreign wars and foreign aid and foreign causes.
Marty, thank you so much for the 10. Thank you for being you. Never change my hazel-eyed beauty. I'm jumping out of a window. I swear to God. But thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Savvy went British in Australia within the span of a minute. No. The only Australian that I do is the no, just because it's funny.
While life in America just becomes
you got a license for that opinion.
We want this money invested at home for our infrastructure, for programs, for our people, and most important.
Odin, thank you for the tippy. The view cannot relate to us average plebs. Isn't that an understatement? Ah! All right, we're good.
Importantly, for my children's generation and their children and their children and generations to come. And I have to say, that's what I've campaigned on the entire time. Everybody's like, Marjorie Taylor Greene has changed. And I'm like, oh, no, nothing has changed about me.
Yeah, because you were always fake and vapid.
I'm staying absolutely 100% true to the people that voted for me and true to my district. And
holy shit, 1992 space movie. Thank you so much for sending 10 memberships. Thank you so much for being a bush giver. Everybody, please enjoy the bush.
I am so angry when I drive around my district to all these beautiful little rural small towns, and there's manufacturing plants that are crumbling from decades of lost industry, fighting some war that really had nothing to do with where they were from or their hometown and their lives and family.
I can't with her. I actually can't. It's actually annoying to listen to her. Although I feel this way about... I feel this way about politicians. I'll leave it at that.
Work hard to save
Maybe you
this
should become
country.
a Democrat, Marjorie.
No, I'm not a Democrat. You want to know something? I'll say this. I think both parties have failed.
Yeah.
Yes. Congratulations. You hold a safe opinion.
Both parties have failed.
This is worse.
Yeah.
It's worse. Sorry, you know that.
Ooh. Ooh. And then she's like, oh, I made a mistake. Things are about to get confrontational.
Still your favorite president? He goes against everything you just said.
Look, I like Donald Trump. I fought for him to win. I'm very thankful for the secure border. I'm friends with Lake and Riley's mother. And we saw over...
What does that have to do with anything?
Well, I serve on Homeland Security. Over 12 million people came across our border. Over 2 million gotaways. These are terrorists, cartels, all kinds of criminals. We don't know where they are in this country, and that affects all of us. That's not a political party thing.
That's one thing. There's so many other things to go.
That's one thing. Don't worry about the criminals, the rapists, the murderers, the drug dealers. Don't worry about that. That's just one fucking thing. Who cares? You stupid bitch. People see that, and they're like, we don't live behind walls in the richest place in LA. We don't have a home in Hawaii that somehow managed to avoid all the fires.
Go after him.
That you seem to disagree on. I've got to tell you, I'm sitting here just stumped. Because you are a very different person than I thought you were.
Well, you've only...
Wow. That's usually how it fucking goes, huh? When you sit down and talk to somebody, they're very fucking different from the image that you made up in your head. Now, granted, MTG is still the same piece of shit that looks after herself regardless, but she's going to be a lot more soft-spoken because that's what everybody does. If I'm meeting somebody for the first time and I know maybe they don't even like me, yeah, I'm probably going to use a slightly softer voice to not come off as antagonistic to make something worse. However, the difference is if somebody does say something worse or something stupid or something retarded towards me, I'll just fucking crack a whip and crack off because I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't feel like having niceties in high school bullshit go on. Life is too short to deal with this shit. If I were in MTG's position, I wouldn't have gone on The View, but if I had a gun to my head and I was told to go on The View, I'd start asking just some very basic fucking questions. I was going to actually come up with a whole list of them. And then I was like, you know what? This could go on for a while if I did that. Because it's like, when was the last time you went to the grocery store, bitch? When was the last time? Honestly, realistically. And, you know, things like that. Things like that.
Only seen me
Hello,
in clips
welcome in.
and
Yes,
headlines.
that is-
and that's not fair.
And that is true. Now, you've broken from the Republican Party on a number of issues, including, besides the shutdown, such as the war in Gaza, tariffs, Trump's desire to expand AI, foreign aid. But you've also had these clips highlighting the public, very public spats that you've had with your colleagues, where your behavior, some say, is just unbecoming for a congresswoman. And you're promoting conspiracy theories like QAnon in the past. But you seem to have grown past that. And I feel like I'm...
You've grown past it. This is my chance to give you a growth moment.
sitting next to a completely different Marjorie Taylor Greene. Why the change? Why the evolution?
Well, Sonny,
It's like you've gone so right, it's like you're on the left now.
Listen to what she just said. She just said that she promotes all these things. But then sitting beside her, she's so right she's left. Does she not realize what she just said? Does she not realize what she just said? Are you truly that fucking stupid? Yes, believe it or not, most people are unified on things, you stupid fucking bitch. It's the politicians. It's you people who run The View. It's you people on mainstream media who causes the divide. You just accidentally oopsied yourself.
It's like this.
I'm not on the left, and we could talk about Russian collusion. That was a conspiracy theory and a lie. There's lies that come from both sides. Let's be really honest.
Well,
with
the
one
Russian... did try to affect the outcome of the election.
Russia collusion with Donald Trump was an absolute lie, and all the information's coming out. So both sides have had their lies, but here's where I'm at. All of this two-party fighting, you guys, you are all victims of the political industrial complex.
There it is. We're all victims. The victim Olympics continue, but it's just been repurposed.
And it's built on fundraising and fighting and toxic just garbage.
Toxic garbage.
And that exists all over social media, but that's not going to solve our problems in this country.
Would you say...
It exists all over social media because the internet itself is inherently toxic. That is the foundations of it. One of the very first things ever written on the internet was somebody literally saying to cry about it, to cry more. That is the internet. It gives you an opportunity to release all of the feels of which you have had, which is why nobody should take the internet seriously. However, thanks to the mentally ill, it's now turned into a therapy session. Nobody wants that. When you went on 4chan way back in the day, it wasn't because people were complimenting you. It's because people were saying ridiculous shit, doing heinous shit, and then catching other people doing heinous shit. Okay? 4chan wasn't this paradise. People didn't go to it for paradise. They went to it to just be free and be anonymous. That's the joy of the internet. Nobody should have ownership over it. Nobody should control it. And nobody should try to censor it. And that includes the toxic bitty bits, right? Obviously, we all have this mutual line of respect that when that mutual line of respect is crossed, then all hell breaks loose, such as like with doxing and then being actionable on that, right? So like if, let's say, hypothetically, somebody does something bad and like fucking says that somebody takes my birth certificate and then puts it out there, right? And it turns out that my name is Margaret Weenie, right? Let's say that. And then instead of calling me Savvy, people call me Margaret Weenie. Well, that's violating the internet contract because now you open yourself up to then getting doxxed and having the exact same thing come back to you, which is why it's important not to necessarily do that sort of, like go finding information that isn't publicly available. That's why there's also gray areas with that, because then one could argue, well, your birth certificate might already be public information and your real name is technically public information. It's like, okay, well, yeah, there is that element too, but that's part of like the little bit of respect. And again, you open yourself up to the reverse happening to you. That's why when we talk about LinkedIn, we stick to the LinkedIn things. That's why I never cross the line and try to talk about somebody's fucking family or whatever. Maybe I'll make an insinuation, but I'm not going to go fucking dox somebody's daughter just because they're a piece of shit trying to censor media. Like, I think that that's wrong, right? Margaret Weenie. Okay, Maggie. I was just trying to come up with something silly. Me to the View. Have you tried crying about it? That's all they do. As an African American, I would say I was never a victim unless you're talking about when my dad left us for another woman. True story, bro. I'm so sorry. That does make you a victim of infidelity. Don't talk to strangers, kids, basically. Anyway, that's kind of like the gist of it, right? Like there's a very clear line. Like if you have a LinkedIn and you're posting all of your shit on there, it's obvious that you want people to see it. There's a big difference. Anyway.
You don't believe in the QAnon conspiracies anymore?
Oh, I went over that a long time ago. I mean,
So you've changed?
Well, no, I haven't
She was really hoping that she'd just drop it.
changed. I was a victim, just like you were, of media lies.
I was a victim like you of media. Lady. Just say you picked the wrong conspiracy theories and just say that you're fucking stupid. It's way easier than this victim shit. Like, I'm surprised Trump held on as long as he did with her.
And stuff you read on social media. You all have attacked me many times on this show.
We have.
Because of things that...
Yeah, you're very proud of that. Look at that. She's like, yeah, I'm making sure that you know that I think that you're lesser and you're only here because it's going to up our ratings.
You read about me that weren't true.
Or clips we've seen.
Or clips you've seen
The
that
Jewish space
took me out of
lasers, what was
context.
that about?
No, but
Wait, hold
Not
on.
even true.
Let's
It's
take
been-
a second
yeah, it's
because
been
I'm
rebuffed.
getting...
Oh, that was tiring. That's actually the most I've ever heard her. And Jesus Christ, man.
Yes, you've been outspoken.
Jesus Christ. Now, I'm assuming that this was the next thing that she was going to get in on was the space laser theory that she was about to, because they were just going to jump in on that. And so obviously there was a whole thing on there and there's been, news and stuff. I had no idea. Now I know it's Jewish. Like the fuck before politics. I did not know much of any of this stuff. I never even said the word Jewish in the post. Rothschild to a lot of people is almost synonymous with the word Jewish. I had no idea. Now I know it's Jewish. Amid the laughter and applause, Myra retorted, right, well, now we know. That's what I'm here for, to make sure that people in Congress know what the fuck you're talking about. Like that, it's funny. It's just funny. It's just fucking funny. Like, there's so much to pick apart here. There just is. You're not allowed to criticize the Rothschild in the slightest. Rothschilds, because Jewish. So it's like, yeah, the space laser thing is stupid and bullshit, but if you dare criticize Rothschilds, you're criticizing all of Jewishness, and that's just not the truth. Like, oh man, dude, that's gonna be a whole segment. That's gonna be like a whole thing. If I were to go down this path, like, it is so clear, like, there needs to be, people need to stop fucking doing this shit. It's so frustrating. This is how you get more Mamdanis, by the way, elected. Not because I support him, because fuck him, piece of shit, right? But because they're not overcorrecting, not overly doing this shit. Like, who the fuck cares? Okay, who the fuck cares? Nobody is talking about every Jewish person when they try to criticize the Rothschilds or the fucking Blackstones and the BlackRocks of this world, right? If I say Blackstone is evil, I'm not saying Jews are evil. That's so fucking stupid. But there are people who genuinely think that that's what that means. And it's like, fuck off. ADL's list of what is hateful. Everything except themselves. Yeah, even though they're like, what, rapist defenders or some shit? Have you seen the movie they made? Who? This is why politics began with forefathers and not women. Yes, unironically. People that grew up on the internet seem to care. I don't. No, they don't. I promise you, most people don't. But yeah, so that's that. The inciting trading bitch is attempting to appeal to people who want her basically dead. Yeah, that's basically it. Recent shifts appeared on the show. Green confronted the hosts about past attacks, and their tone was surprisingly civil. They got in trouble in the past. With the host admitting she was stumped by Green's calm demeanor. However, follow-up episodes reverted back to skepticism, doubting if she's truly changed. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Bitch thought that she made some friends. No, she didn't. She didn't. Oh, man. But yeah, so that's basically it. That's life. That's how it goes. It's been a 1.5 hour stream, mostly of me crashing out about things that aren't terribly important. And then us making fun of Marjorie Taylor Greene because she's a piece of shit. Right? So, good morning! Well, good morning to you. Is banned in Europe? What's banned in Europe? Europe needs to get its shit together. There was other stuff that I wanted to talk about the other day, but I just decided, I don't know. I've lost it. These were today's topics, and that's just what I got. That's just what I got. Not as good as your Pokemon crash out. It was a pretty good crash out, honestly. Yeah, thank you so much for the tip. Will you be going back on Tuesday Night Main Event anytime soon? It's just not the same without you. I do appreciate that. Yeah, probably soon. Last week I wasn't even home. But yeah, I'll probably be going back soon now that things are sort of, I don't want to say slowing down, but I am going to be traveling again here shortly. I wasn't supposed to be traveling that much, but I will be home for a little bit. And I need to actually be making more videos than anything. I need to finish the Pokemon video. I need to work on some other shit that's just sitting and editing. I don't know, man. I wish it was easier to have my files just automatically appear in the editing for what I'm talking about. You'd think. The movie The Lost House. Yeah, oh, that. No, I don't do that. I hope Trump sues the BBC into oblivion. Yes. Isn't that already on its way? Not technically on its way. Oh, man. The other thing that I would like to do is do a New Year's... I talked about it before because I always think that the concept is kind of fun but also goofy. I want to do a New Year's or sometime shortly after New Year's subathon, but not for subs. In fact, I don't even know how I want to do it. But all I know is I want to use that as a means of doing a bit of fundraising for making some cool stuff to eventually sell and do giveaways with. I want to do a short story print. I want to finally sell some plushie keychain stuff and some other fan stuff that people have been wanting, but also I have been working actually really hard on collecting and organizing my original worlds and things like that. I do a lot more than just research now, which I'm so happy for, mostly because I'm not burnt out per se. It's just it hasn't really made too much. How do I word this properly? There's not so much more that's necessarily pressing to get out right now that's super important that would change anything. Instead, I've tried sending off the information to, I think, people who can make a difference. I've had some conversations with some interesting individuals, but I never really want to report on anything unless something actually happens. So there's that. But yeah, crazy how we're reaching 2016's 10-year anniversary. Yes, we are. That Pokemon Professor Smells video is dead. Big sad. No! Actually, wait. Technically, it was on the old computer, which is dead. Oh, I tried to look for it in the hard drive, but some of the files, I don't know what I did with it. I just don't know where it is, but I do have it. I have the script and the research. I started working on the video. You know what? I do need to. You know what? That should actually be the first fucking reward in the silly subathon. Finally putting out that dumb fucking video. And then it's like the thing after that would be like, after we complete it, I would turn off all forms of monetary gains after that. Like I would demonetize my channel until I finish all the videos. So the Australian bingo women are dealt with? No. Unfortunately. What do you think about the Game Awards and why? Wait, what do you think about the Game Awards and why is it E33? I don't have any opinions on Game Awards other than that they're fucking useless, mean nothing, and they're run by corrupt boards that just benefit each other. Are we going to get you to accept that you have hazel eyes before GTA 6 comes out? No! Yeah! But yeah, anyway. So that'll be a fun thing. I need to start taking suggestions, too, for what you would like to see out of a subathon, I guess, stream from me. I don't know what kind of things you guys would find entertaining to make me do. I don't know if, like, making me do a puzzle would be entertaining for you. I get very frustrated during puzzles because I don't like them. I don't like puzzles. We could build Legos. I don't fucking know. I could play difficult games. We could revisit Dustbin. I don't know. Stay away from Windows Savvy? What is that supposed to mean? Dustborn, Dustborn, Dustborn. Yeah, see? You want to see me play Blasphemous? Do whatever, thank you. Don't solicit suggestions, they will all be feet, please. Surprisingly, no. Surprisingly, nobody said feet. Making a sandwich? We could do that. That could be very funny. Writing angry letters that you would never send on a subathon. What if I wrote angry letters and then sent them? Savizari's are as green as the WNBA court invader. What the fuck? Play dispatch? Well, for a subathon, I feel like you guys would probably want me to suffer. Do a draw stream? There will definitely be art goals. There will definitely be art goals for sure. Pal World shenanigans. We could even set up a sub Pal World actually for it. I wouldn't mind seeing you make a Naz on stream. Oh God, that would be one hell of a thing. Play Genshin Impact Story. We could play some Genshin. Speaking of puzzles, what's your opinion on Portal, the first one? It's an incredible game. Absolutely incredible. The RimWorld shenanigans are fun to watch. I will be doing I'm going to attempt an ASMR RimWorld. I'm so mad about I'm about to crash out actually because you just reminded me. So I have my mod list, right? I had 1,009 mods. I had 1,009 mods. And I had to close the game so that way I could play Tavern Keeper on the laptop while I was away. I'm down to 977, and it's telling me that I have missing mod files. I'm so angry. I'm so angry. You never did find the pink chillet? I didn't, not on stream, but I did collect and save them while I was playing alone. Art classes from Madam Savvy? I don't think you want an art class from me. But we could do something funny. Play tic-tac-toe with chat. Ooh, that would be a thing. That would certainly be a thing. Elden Ring? I think somebody did gift it to me. We all know you're gonna make one if you haven't. Wait, get a real tattoo? I have a real tattoo, but thank you. Have I played the Trail series? No. Wait, what's this about BlackRock? Those are the SOBs behind some of the DI stuff. Yes, they are. Tic-tac-toe. Oh no, Bob Ross with Savvy. No, I could never be Bob Ross. I could literally never. But we could try to honor him. Drawing blindfolded? I'm having a lot more fun with the new Digimon story game than I thought I would. That's good. That's good to hear. So a modded Genshin Impact playthrough. I could look into doing a new account on PC and then adding a bunch of silly mods to it. I don't know though. We'll see. But yeah, no, these are some good ideas. I just want to do something fun. You know, something that's just fun. Something that would make people laugh. I don't want it to just be like a normal stream where I just talk and rant about shit. I don't know. I don't know. But that's about it. So you're making the point that just because she doesn't like the company and the CEO happens to be Jewish doesn't mean you are anti-Semitic. Yeah, exactly. Sound seems very low. I'm gonna crash out again! Suffering. Okay, do a live reading of Stephen Jay Gould's The Structure of Evolutionary Theory. I have some science books. You know what? I've always wanted to do... Hang on. Where is it? You guys are going to give some feedback. We're going to do a little trial run. When do the Creative Commons laws stop being in effect? Hang on. When was this book written? Copyright. 1915, 1921. So, theoretically, when does Creative Commons end? I think that's what the right thing is, right? Creative Commons, CC. No, that's not what I mean. When does something go? What do you? Public domain. How long after? That's what I'm looking for. Works enter the public domain on January 1st of each year. They were published 95 years earlier. As a copyright term for work published between 1923 and 1977 is 95 years from publication. For example, a work published in 1929 entered the public domain on January 1st, 2025. Okay, so because this book came into existence, or I guess the copyright came into existence in 1915 or 1921, it would be fine for me to theoretically read this book live, correct? Correct? Let's use someone works for a limited degree. Yeah. I used the wrong word because I'm retarded. So maybe. Well, no, that's how it works. Because like when I was looking into doing some audio editing from really, really old music to turn it ambient for falling asleep. This was something that was inspired by some channels over the pandemic, but I personally had some music that I really enjoyed listening to from the 20s, 30s, and 40s that I was like, oh, I could muffle this and put some rain to it, and it would sound amazing. Structure of Evolutionary Theory is published in 2002. Well, yes, but Sabby, how much do you think it would cost for all of us to buy the rights to 1984 and put it in the public domain? I have no fucking idea. But basically what I was getting at was I enjoy actually collecting old books. The book I'm currently holding, I would show it to you. It doesn't even have like your standard cover. It's just the spine tells you what it was. And so it's Victory by Joseph Conrad. I don't know anything about this story. And I just bought it basically just because it was an old book, because I enjoy buying old books. And I thought maybe it would be fun one day to just do like ambient reading, like, you know, put the sound of a fireplace to it. With a VTuber, like I could literally draw an entire set and basically have a reading VTuber model and just read to you books. And I think that could be something really, really fun, because that's just something that I like to do. I shouldn't say like I'm not an avid reader. I just mean like the idea of the whole thing would be really, really cool. My family owns an antique book of Edgar Allan Poe with artwork. That's amazing. That's really cool. It needs to be restored though. Spine has to be fully repaired. Ooh, fireplace VTuber. Yeah. See, wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't that be kind of fun? I don't know. But yeah, I would be super, super into doing that. If that's something anybody might be interested in. Maybe I just, I don't know if I would sort it by chapters. Probably sort it. But this book is about, let's say about 300 pages with standard type font. I don't know. Could be cool. I went to a thrift shop and found an OG copy of Narnia, Prince Caspian. Love collecting old books. Yeah, and they just smell good too. Speaking of books, I'm not happy about where OPM is going in the manga. Uh-oh. Gotta have Kitty on stream for the sub thing. Oh, yeah. That would be a good one too. Have Kirara join the stream. Have everybody join the stream, really. We also have an Antique Farmer's Almanac and a bunch of dictionaries and some other antique books. Ooh. The oldest book I have is a Bible from 1933. That's very cool. Somewhere tucked away. I need to go find it. I have a couple books from the 1800s. Trying to think of some of the oldest ones that I have. I never like catalog them. I just bought them to buy them, you know? Have a goal for seeing your dogs on stream would be cool. Okay. We can do some. I also don't know realistically what goal amounts to set. I'm the type of person who's like 1 sub and we'll eat a 10-pound cake, right? 2 subs. Because it's like, I'm the type of person who just assumes like, nobody's going to do this. Nobody's going to join in for me. So. Farmer's Almanac is hilarious. It says women are good for getting coffee. That's awful. No, that's just true. I noticed you didn't call it wrong. Actually, no, I wouldn't put a woman in charge of getting my coffee because she just get it fucking wrong anyway. Kirara had a kitty named the same. Yeah, she looks like it. She's so sweet. She came with me too to go house sit. Oh man, dude, she was fucking hilarious. She was a funny one. Oh man, but yeah, I don't know. I just need to sit and actually create. I haven't just done that. I'm so bad at it. I'm bad at I've squandered my YouTube-ness. I've squandered it. I'm killing the channel. I gotta do better. I gotta be better. Yes, it did. The name actually did originally come from Inuyasha because I was thinking of Kirara, the little 3-tailed fox cat demon thing. Perhaps ask your tall German husband his thoughts on what the goal should be. He's already said don't include me in anything. He's like, don't bribe chat with me. And I'm like, why? They'd rather see you than me. You can call me sexist, but you can't call me wrong. Savvy, probably. Absolutely. If YouTube had a way for me to block out women's videos, I would. I'm letting there be a long pause so that way it's awkward and people I just imagine are going, haha, you're joking, right? And I'm like, no. I can't wait for that to fucking be clipped now. And people be like, oh, look at that. She hates women, internalized misogyny. It's like, no, bitch, I like miso soup. Here's the difference. She squandered us. I've done wrong by you. Any video games you're looking forward to playing in the next few months? RimWorld. RimWorld. The YouTube equivalent of repealing the 19th. God, I wish we could. What have you been playing lately, Savvy? RimWorld. Fuck. RimWorld and the Tavern Keeper game. I'm going to be getting Tavern Masters next. That one's older. I've been having a blast with Stellar Blade. Hell yeah. People still loving it. Our husbando. Yes. Yes. Very true. Very true. Oh, man. Savvy's my spirit animal. I'm so sorry. What a terribly corrupt and dirty spirit that you have. Wow, shocking answer. I know. Have I played Planet Crafter? Is Planet Crafter... Hang on, Planet Crafter. Hang on. Is that who I've been watching? I've been watching some videos. Is this... It is! I've been watching videos of this game. It is. It looks so good.
Emergency. Correct your trajectory. Imminent impact. Imminent impact.
I don't know if the sounds are gonna like copyright me or whatever, but I've been watching so many videos of this. I want to get it. It looks fun. Like, I just, man, like these games are just so relaxing. I can't believe too, I didn't see it when it first came out, but I'm definitely gonna get, how much is it? Oh, it's on sale! It's on sale! Oh my god, it's on sale! Oh, look, whoa, wait, what the fuck? Look at all the DLC! Oh, fuck, dude, that's so cool. Wait, what is this? What is this? What if I want all of it? Wait, add all DLC to cart. How much is base game? Did I just dox myself by the way? No, I'm not logged in on here. Whew! Whew! Girl games? I mean, you know, if this is a girl, I mean, no, plenty of men play these types of games too. Fucking Anno is actually multiplayer. I might be getting it because husband's really enjoying it, and if he actually really likes playing these types of games, then finally we have a game that we can play that's not overly competitive, or I'm gonna ruin it. But I might be getting like Blacksmith Masters, like fucking I don't know. I like all of these. I imagine a kid would have fun with this. Lots of people would. Savvy had a squee moment. Savvy just blue. I like how Savvy sounds like the human equivalent of a happy golden retriever when she gets excited about something. Isn't that true? I just make weird noises. Like, I'm not normal. This is just how I am. My poor husband has to deal with all kinds of shit. Hey, do you like Naruto? It's been a long time, but I was there for chapter 1's release. Kakashi was my favorite. He still is. I actually still love him. I always wanted to cosplay him. I always just kind of wanted to be him. I really liked him. I wanted him to be more tragic, too. He was already tragic enough, but man, little bit more would have been nice. Little more touch of, like, murder, death, betrayal. Just a little bit more. That might have been nice. He's cold. He's so good. He's so good, man. I like Naruto and Sasuke and Gaara. Yes. Main cast. Very good. Naruto Part 1 was the best part. No hate for Shippuden. The fight scenes later on, I think were all masterfully done. There is a certain animation technique used that I really enjoy. Certain animation studios. One Piece. So the original Digimon movie did this, but there's a One Piece movie that was animated very differently from the rest that I also really enjoyed, that reminded me of the Digimon movie. And then some of the fight scenes for Naruto actually ended up being animated in a very similar way. It's the One Piece movie that I'm thinking of is they go to an island with a bunch of games, like it's a game show island, and then everybody starts to hate each other, but not really. It was all played. What is that? So, oh God, it went away. I have to go look it up. Thank you, Tippy. Thank you for the Tippy. Streamlabs. There we go. Log in. Oh, okay, that's fine. Invalid. Oh, fuck. I'm trying to now get into my Streamlabs account, so that way I can say thank you. We have disabled the ability to log in with your email address. Thank you, Twitch. You are so fucking useless. Enter the code. Not now! Getting a phone call. Off. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck my ass. Oh, no. Please tell me I copied this over to my authenticator. It's been a long time since I've bothered to log into fucking Twitch. Authenticator. I got rid of this. Why is it asking for this? I got rid of this. Twitch, why are you so fucking useless? Authy. Wait, no. An Authy desktop app will be shut down. Yeah, so that's not what I use. Did I never? No, I recently reset all this. I've gotten into the account recently. Thank you, random person who tipped me. I have no idea what you said, but I'm sure it was wonderful and thought-provoking, and I will figure it out eventually. Now, where is YouTube? Now, there's something I want to watch again. It's been ages for the first Digimon movie. Yes. I actually came to the new Planet Capture DLC that came out today. It's a nice... Oh, it came out today. You played Expedition 33. I have not, but I know it's a great game. Twitch is owned by Amazon. Fuck them. Fuck Twitch. That's all I have to say. Authenticator. I'm just double checking. I have so many fucking things here. I might actually like completely crash out. Twitch.tv. Log in. Log into my enter the code from your... I don't have an authenticator app. I never redid it. Why is it telling me that I have to? Why? I would have never put it on a different device. I only use my phones. Why is it doing this? I didn't do this. If I go to my Gmail... Abby, you should probably end the stream. What the fuck? Oh. Jesus Christ, I got so scared. An update, blah, 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 blah. Twitch. Abby, just log off and do this. No, you guys are gonna fucking... Oh, that's interesting. Changing. Yeah, here it is. Here's the fucking proof. I have proof right here. Thank you for the follow-up. Of this year. This year I solved this problem. What the fuck? I hate Twitch so much. I genuinely hate Twitch so much. Change in phone number. Yeah. What the fuck is this? And then actually, they were still recommending Authy even after it was being shut down. Because I don't think this exists anymore, does it? No, it still says it does. I'm so confused. I'm so lost. Was that any cosplay for a sub goal? Yeah, I would. I think a cosplay could be fun. It's got to be something funny, though. If it's just something like, you should cosplay Lusamine in a bikini, teehee. Like, no, that's gay. That's gay. Authy. I definitely never used Authy. Authy. No, I don't have it on either phone. What the fuck? Alright, well, I give up. We already got Vaporeon for Halloween. Yes. Cosplay as a harpy. You might sweat a lot, but it'd be funny. If I took it really seriously, that could actually be massively funny. I could put on a suit of armor. I could be Al. So what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do about this? Use SMS instead. I don't have... Oh, wait! 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 Wait. I remember what I did. Oh, fuck. What was that stupid Google number? We're good. We're good. We were unable to. That's a fucking lie. That's the phone number. That's literally the fucking. Use this. Enter the code. Code? Yeah. Okay. So that's the fucking number. Submit. Please match the requested format. We're unable. Why? That's the number. Does it need the fucking +1? Like, it's not formatting the number for me. I don't know. I don't care anymore. I'm sorry. I guess I could just rewind in the live viewer. Actually, you know what? That's what I'll do. When did you... Hang on, I have to refresh the page. If I don't say thank you for this, I will be upset. Connect your encoder to start preview. Close. All right. When did the tippy come in? Why did it say someone is now making America great again? Wait, what the fuck? Do I have a follower alert somewhere? This I never turned off. Oh my god. That's so funny. I can't even find where the... Oh, here it is. Thank you, Bluck, for the 20. Have you ever played Catherine Classic Edition? Amazing story puzzle game, an anime boobs, and alcohol. No, I haven't. Thank you. I just want everybody to know that it took me 20 minutes to basically do something common sensey. I always miss live streams when I'm here. I'm stoked. Bless you. Welcome. Does Savvy get hacked by a poop thrower enjoyer? What? Do not redeem. Do not redeem. I don't know. I'm just never meant to log into fucking Twitch again, I guess. It's just a sign. All right. The puzzles in Catherine would drive you nuts, Savvy? Probably. I just end up like accidentally solving things. I'm not even going to try to claim that I'm this like exceptionally clever individual. I just try to basically dissect puzzles from the developer's standpoint. I just go with, okay, they can't make it too challenging, so what's the most likely positioning for this? That's it. That's how I do that. I hate puzzles. I don't like feeling dumb. And I don't like feeling dumb in front of people. I get very mad. I just thought orange, oddly shaped socks didn't do her heavy justice. Oh, man. I love my orange socks. I'll always have love for Kalos, even if they tried to take it from me. But anyway, I should go. I should let you all be free. I will free you of my rambling. Go forth into the world and spread your love and seed. I said that. That was my outro. I love you all very much. Goodbye. I'm a terrible person.